Okay. Hello, my name is Joseph Ricardo Lopez Lopez. I study in the UTPL University, and today I explain what the different types of items of evaluate the English skills. Okay. The assessing grammar. The assessing grammar refers to assessing or measuring a person's knowledge of ability in relation to the grammatical rules of the language. This involves in assessing, understanding, and the correct use of grammar in writing and or speaking abilities or skill. Okay. Assessing grammar. The purpose of the assessing grammar is to determine a person's level of the proficiency in the structure of the correct use of language. This can be done through different activities, such as writing an oral test, a sentence correction exercise, identification of errors, filling in the blanks with the correct verb, or among others, for example. It's so important to identify to a person's strengths and the weakness in language use, as well as provide to feedback and guidance for improved grammatical skills. This assessment is common in educational contexts, such as a language contest, language certification exam, or language skills to training programs. Okay. The first item or the first task to correct this in the grammar assessment is the multiple choice tasks. This is the most common selected response task because it's more easy to apply in the class, to apply in the exam, and it's more easy to qualify for the professors or teachers. And in my opinion, I apply this task to evaluate to my students because it's more easy, like I said, to qualify and check the homeworks or checking check to the exams, for example. And the multiple choice questions form the basis of any survey or questionnaire by providing a set of response options for respondents to select from. They are the perfect way to understand uh, people's preference and collect value results. In this case, the student is more efficient to know the knowledge of has of the student. Okay, and the results that we receive or I receive when applying a multiple choice question depend largely on the type of option provided to the response. Like we can see in the image, we can see a multiple choice task in which the student or the people can select one option, and it's more easy to the students can give give an answer, and it's more easy to qualify. Okay, I apply in my class or in my future with my future students or with my future class this task because it's the most common. Like I say, select the response task, send a blank or underline word because To the students, just have read the read the exam, read the sentence like they should do, and just underline or or in the circle with a circle like what the answer that they thinks. Okay. Um. Okay. First of all, the test must consider the content to be measured, which must be explicit and previously known by the student. The question should refer to the most important respect aspects of the curricular content. The number of items for each objective should be proportional to its importance. Okay, it should be known prior to elaborate the test or the exam for the student, and answered one item can't and should not be a condition for the resolution of any of the following items. Okay. Next is evaluation test design, a limited production. Okay. And with this, the evaluation task with a limited production is show one exercise is this the gap fill, like we say in the image. Um, have fill in blanks, and the students or the people in this test should be filled with a word. Like we can say, for example, in the first say pigs in the garden, and like the answer, we have cinema, raspberries, flowers, bakery, drink, capital, summer, armor. Okay, etc. And the student should be select one of these and fill in the space. Okay, for example, Tina picks like example. Okay, the cinema in the garden. Okay, and the raspberries in the garden. Okay, and it's too easy. So, to qualify. Yes, is not hard like the if the answer was an one sentence or one paragraph to in which we should we read and see what is the grammatical or the well someone some mistakes or errors. Okay, and like I say, is a limited production. In limited production tasks, the item input is language or non-language information, like selected response tasks. The input could be a single sentence or a longer stretch of the speech. Okay, and this response can range from a single word to a sentence depending on the grammatical skill. In this case, the students to qualify a teacher, for example, is used for this this thing too, and they can qualify with, for example, this terms of fuel number two, partial number one, or not ready number zero, or never, or things like this. Okay. Um, in the gap fill, In the gap field, this term refers to the one of the most commonly used exercise, sorry, in the English language classroom. The gap field worksheet normally contains a set of writing like we we have in the screen, um, which are missing certain words, and the student has in the field in the missing words with the right vocabulary to complete the sentence. This type of exercise can be used to practice and reinforce the knowledge or the specific vocabulary or specific title or specific topic. Okay. Um, in the grammar points that have been taught during the lesson. Okay. And the gap fill exercise can also be used to test a student's progress as a part of a regular review sessions during the curriculum. Okay. In my opinion, is the gap fill and the multiple choice task. It's the better task to give to the student, and with this is more easy to give a qualify and to the student can select the answer, and is better because the student can have a better grade or a good grade in comparison with the other with the other tasks. For example, the limited production. For example, I I read the in this case the limited or extended production. The students should be to write a paragraph or a large sentence, and in this case, it's so difficult or have difficult to give a grade or qualify because the teacher should be or must be read part for part and see if they have a mistake or if the answer is the correct for this question. And for this, in the future I will apply the limited production, multiple choice task, and the gap fill. And this is the bibliography. That is all. Thank you, Peter.